Now let's talk about that demonstration drive for a minute. But when we talk about this test drive route, okay, we do not allow our customers to ever turn left. Why?
Oncoming traffic.
We never ever allow our, we have vehicles that need to be easy to drive, right? So why in the world would you pull them out to the range line here and say, hey, take a left, and they sit up there and go, oh my God, this is my worst fear in the whole wide world. Where am I setting when I start my demonstration drive?
Driver's seat.
In the driver's seat, right? So I don't have to worry about the customer getting off the lot, right? There are 2 exits from this property on a test drive, and neither one of them drive on the range line. You're going to pull right out the back gate. You're going to take a left. You are, not the customer. You're going to go to 20th Street. You're going to go up to Davis Boulevard. You're going to take a right, go on Davis. You're going to take a left onto 32nd Street, and you're going to tell the customer about the car. This car comes standard with CVVTi technology. And that, what I mean by that is it's continuously variable to valve timed engine. Before we get too lost in the woods, Bob, or whatever your customer's name is, let me just tell you what that means. CVVTi teaches the engine to breathe. For example, how do you breathe when you're walking? How do you breathe when you're jogging? But if I said take off in a dead sprint and I want you to run as fast as you can for 2 minutes, will you be breathing differently when you get back? The car does the same thing. What it does is it works both the intake and exhaust valves, both, to deliver the maximum horsepower and at the same time giving you the maximum fuel economy in every driving situation, whether you're going 20 mile an hour or 70 mile an hour. It teaches the engine to breathe, to maximize the combustion, to eliminate fuel loss, and it has intelligence. That's the little I. What does that mean? It knows how you drive, and it adjusts to you accordingly. The computer learns your driving habits, and it delivers you the best possible fuel economy in every driving situation. That's pretty cool, huh? Right? But the customer's gonna teach that. The customer's gonna say, yeah, that's pretty cool. Good news is, you'll get to learn all that. But I'm gonna talk, and we're gonna be driving, and we're gonna be talking, and I'm gonna be explaining Intune, and we're gonna still be rapport building, and I'm still gonna be investigating, and we're gonna get to Crazy Debbie's up there. You know where that's at? Right across the street from Flying J's. Or we're gonna pull into Flying J's. I prefer Crazy Debbie's, and here's why: because nobody's there but you. And I want you to park the car and say, hop out, I want to show you something. And I want you to walk about 20 feet away from the car and fold your arms and look back with your customer and say, isn't that a beautiful car? And now, is there any competition for the customer's time? There's no competition for the customer's time. There's no other vehicle to distract them. It's just you in the car. You walk 10 feet away and they get to see the car all by itself. Great. Hop on the driver's side. I'm going to get the seat adjusted for you and get your mirrors adjusted and so etc. I'm going to put whoever's going to be the driver in the driver's seat. There's a bar in the middle. If it's a guy, show him where the bar is. If it's a girl, point to where the bar is. I don't want you reaching down between her legs and saying, let me show you how to do this, Sally. You know, be conscious, okay? I'm dead serious in that. Be conscious that, some dude, you say, hey, it's right there. Just, pull it up. Adjust their seat till they're completely comfortable. Adjust the stilt wheel till they're completely comfortable. Roll down the driver's seat, shut the door, adjust their mirrors. Look in that mirror. Are you comfortable with the look of that mirror? Look at this mirror. Adjust that mirror. Show them how easy it is to adjust it. Go and adjust your rear view mirror. Go around, get in the passenger side, say, what type of music do you listen to? What's your favorite radio station? Oh, we like country music. Great. Find a radio station, 102.5 okay, 99, 97, what? Find their station, turn the volume so low that you can barely hear it. And then just up a little bit more. The next words that comes out of your mouth for the next 10 minutes is turn right here, take a right here, and take a right here. Shut up. Selling time is over. They ask a question, politely answer the question, and then shut up again. Guys, there's more selling going on in between this guy's ears or this lady's ear right now than any other time that we've had any customer contact since the minute we shook their hand. Their hands are on the leather steering wheel. They're cruising along at 70 mile an hour. It's their music's playing in the background. You say, Gateway's a quarter mile. If you'll just go ahead and take a ride when we get up there. I want you to pretend like you're a golf announcer. Gateway is a quarter mile away. Just go ahead and take a ride when we get up there. And then they get to drive down 71 with leaves blowing across the road and ride Pontiac Ride ringing in their ear. They're just driving down the road. And when we get to almost back to range line, when 71 turns into range line, then we get to core sample. How many of you know anything about geology? Anybody know what core sampling means? What's it mean?
Well,
Go ahead.
you're taking a sample of the whatever.
Way down deep.
Yes,
Way down deep, right?
yes.
So what we're gonna do is we're driving and it's quiet and we've driven for 8 or 10 minutes with just the music in the background. We've answered the customer's questions. We've built a little bit of rapport, but we've let them enjoy the ride. If they want to be gabby, you can be gabby, but just don't invite new conversation. Say, man, this air feels good on a hot day, doesn't it? They go, boy, it really does. And then, I don't care if you have to look at your wristwatch. I got 5 questions to ask, and I got 5 minutes to do it in, and I'm going to make sure I got enough space between these questions so it doesn't seem like I'm rifling. Pretty much equipped the way you're looking for one, right? It has all the stuff that you're looking for, the Intune, the power windows and locks, and it pretty much equipped it. Anything it's missing that you wished it had? No, we love it. Boy, that silver will sure be easy to keep clean, won't it? Yeah, it will. That's what we wanted. I'm going to ask 5 reaffirming questions 1 minute apart before I say, turn right up here into our dealership parking lot. That's where the sale happens. That 11 minutes that the customer just got out of their 2008 Toyota Camry with 116,000 miles, and they have just been quietly imagining pulling it into their house, kids out, sponging the car off, and taking it to the drive-in or backing it up to the lake to hook the boat up to. They have created mental pictures if you'll shut up long enough to let their mind run away with them. They've created pictures of mental ownership for 12 minutes. You just need to not get in the way of that. I bought this bike, and it has these pedals that you have to buy special shoes. So I sent my son a text message last night. I said, hey, I bought this bike. And Jimmy, who's my oldest son, and he says, God, it's cool, Dad. You got a great buy on it. And what I paid for the bike and what it's kind of like what I paid and what my wife felt I paid, maybe 2 different numbers. So I'm like, I go, how do you get your feet out of these pedals? And the reason I sent him that text message, I go, what if you fall over? How do you get your feet out of the pedals? Because in my head, I was already driving through Miami, Oklahoma on this bike, and I had this vision of falling off my bike, and the text I got back from it is, don't fall, exclamation point. Smart ass kids, I don't know how. But I had already created a mental picture of going, God, I'm going to look ridiculous in those shorts. Yeah, you know, I got this rotund, like I said, shortest, fattest little runner in the world. But I created a mental picture of ownership on a $300 bicycle. And if you'll shut up long enough, you're really, 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 that's where sales